Okay, so we are in our uh, second part of this locally endemic diseases as part of the virtual lectures in primary healthcare. And last time, or in the last video, we have discussed malaria. But before I continue with this one, which is filariasis, I just would like to give a short um, discussion also on dengue, um, just to have a comparison, but you can have your own readings about it. So for dengue, um, dengue is also a mosquito-borne or a vector-borne disease. It's also an infectious disease, and it is an infection caused by a virus, um, which has four strains: dengue virus 1, 2, 3, 4, that is carried by a mosquito, female Aedes aegypti mosquito. In this mosquito, to differentiate it from Anopheles mosquito, first it is low-flying mosquito. It is day biting. It is thriving on stagnant water. It is usually common on urban places. And the virus destroys your platelets. So a person with dengue is prone or risk for having bleeding, risk for bleeding, and the manifestations are usually treated symptomatically and or supportive, and it has no drug of choice like malaria, but one drug is usually emphasized, especially on concepts of dengue, which is aspirin. So aspirin, though dengue has fever and aspirin has antipyretic or anti-fever properties, it is not advised to have. In fact, it is contraindicated because one of the other properties of what's this of aspirin is that it is also anti-clotting, anti-platelet. It has anti-platelet properties. So meaning, if you give a person who is in low platelet more, you are putting the person at risk for bleeding. Okay, low platelet plus anti-clotting leads to more bleeding. So aspirin is contraindicated. Okay, so that's a short discussion only for dengue. We'll have more when we reach our communicable diseases. So filariasis, this is popularized by a manifestation called elephantiasis, where the extremities usually or the affected lymph affected part is enlarged. Okay. Uh, Filariasis started in the 1950s as an operational research for malaria. Okay, so then later on, eradication services were established, and uh, endemic provinces in the Philippines were discovered or were identified, and these control offices in the regional offices of that province were established. Okay? Filariasis is a major um, health problem, public health problem, and is one of the leading causes of permanent and long-term disabilities. And that's the reason why a national filariasis elimination program was created. And also one of the ways to support the program was that every November of the year, it is um, what's this? disseminated as November as Filariasis Mass Treatment Month or Filariasis Month in the Philippines. Okay, and going back to the program, it's a national filariasis elimination program. So we need to erase or we need to eliminate filariasis in the Philippines because of the following reasons of permanent disability, long-term disability, and the burden that it gives to these affected persons or families. So National Filariasis Elimination Program is a major strategy of the elimination plan, okay? With a mass annual treatment using combination of drug, diethylcarbamazine citrate, and albendazole for a minimum of 2 years and above, living in established endemic areas. These are usually common in Visayas and in some parts of Mindanao. Okay, and so who are the beneficiaries, the clients, or the target population? These are the individuals, families, and communities living in endemic municipalities in 44 provinces in 12 regions, around 30 million targeted during that time, because this is actually um, 2017, I think. So we need to update ourselves on references and on the DOH website. Okay? However, 9 provinces have reached elimination level, namely Southern Leyte, Sorsogon, Biliran, Bukidnon, Romblon, Agusan Sur, Dinagat Islands, Cotabato Province, and Cabanatuan Valley. Okay? So the program is on healthy and productive, rather, individuals and families for filariasis-free Philippines. It's a vision of the program. Then elimination of filariasis as a public health problem through comprehensive approach and universal access to quality health services. And the goal here is to eliminate the lymphatic filariasis as a public health program in the Philippines by year 2017. Okay? So what will happen here, my updates later on, is either I'll be creating another video for this, or I'll just write it in the information section of this video. Okay, so specific objectives of National Filariasis Elimination Program specifically aims to, this one, reduce the prevalence rate, perform mass treatment in established areas, develop filariasis disability prevention program, and number 4, continuous surveillance of established endemic areas 5 years after the mass treatment. Okay? Since this is an endemic concern, it is usually progressive, it is usually long-term management. So a minimum of 5 years is needed to really study, to really survey, and to really declare that a place is already free from this type of disease. So how is the management in terms of the program? Based on the website that we had, this is the 3 management actions or initiatives. We have selective treatment, mass treatment, and disability prevention. So selective treatment is treating individuals found to be positive for the um, microflora or microfilariae in the blood examination, the parasite in the blood exam. So it is treated with diethylcarbamazine citrate, or DEC as a short name for it. And the mass treatment, on the other hand, is giving the drugs to all population, from the word mass or masa in Filipino, in Tagalog, age 2 years and above in all established um, endemic places. Again, DEC is used plus albendazole. Okay, or a albendazole, as we all know, is an anti-parasitic or unhelminthic drug. And letter C, disability prevention through home-based or community-based care for lymphedema and elephantiasis cases, because this is the complication of filariasis. The lymph areas of the body of an affected person is edematous, so it goes large, and it's usually termed as elephantiasis because um, it really grows big, okay? And you may refer it as an extremity of an elephant, okay? If you want to see, there are some pictures or images in the internet which may help you visualize it. Okay, this lymphatic filariasis, and this is the parasite. Okay, pardon for the picture. I know it's quite sensitive, but this really helps you to visualize the enlarging that I was referring to. And on this part, as you can see, the difference of normal foot and the affected limb, affected lymph on this part. So that's why it's called um, elephantiasis. Okay, so that is our filariasis control program in the Philippines. Okay, thank you.